Holy shit. Someone in the Autistic Wolf Pack, the side group, just shut down my aunt because she's self-diagnosed. And the person said that self-diagnosis doesn't count. I'm gonna be super clear. It does fucking count. It absolutely counts. And if you don't agree with that concept and you're in that group and you're gonna criticize others for self-diagnosing and you're not willing to engage in why it counts, then this is not the pack for you. Let me explain why it counts. First of all, some people don't have access to the right people that could provide them with a medical diagnosis. Second of all, I don't believe that autism should be medicalized to begin with. I don't believe it belongs in the DSM-5. It is a variation of a neurological system in your brain. And, I got pretty dark hair. Some of you have blonde hair, some of you have red hair. Everybody's got different colored hair. Autism is the same fucking thing, okay? Your nerves in your brain are gonna look different depending on who you are. It's an individualized thing. It's genetic. You're born with it. It's not gonna be any different at any point in your life. Your experiences might be different, but it doesn't change your fucking neurology. So it's a human biological variant with respect to evolutionary purposes. That's how we get our variants. That's why we all have different colored skin, different colored hair, different colored eyes, because our ancestors adapted to their environment and then passed those genes on, and they get selected for over time. Same thing with autism. Self-diagnosis matters. I don't need a doctor to tell me I have brown hair. I don't need a doctor to tell me I'm autistic. I appreciate that the importance of keeping it tied to the medical world allows for people to get their support needs met. That's absolutely valid, but I'm gonna go to an analogy that I use often in this case of talking about self-diagnosis. If I was blind, I don't need a fucking doctor to tell me that I can't see. Think about that for a second. I don't need a doctor to tell me I can't see. I don't need a doctor to tell me I have support needs. I don't need a doctor to know that if people move furniture around in my house and I'm blind, it's gonna fuck me up. Very similar to autism. I don't need a doctor to tell me that I'm autistic. I don't need a doctor to tell me that I have support needs. Maybe I need to educate myself on what it means to be autistic, but I don't need a doctor to tell me that. What would be better if we can demedicalize the concept of being autistic is for the medical industry to validate that variation as a human biological variant and say, yes, because you are autistic, you do have different needs, and I am going to allow your insurance to participate in helping you. That's my goal, that's my dream. Someday I hope that's the way it is. Just like with people who can't see, they're blind, they're medically blind, they're personally blind, like they know they can't see. They get their needs met, there's resources for them, there's nonprofits to help them. Same thing needs to happen for autistic people. Self-diagnosis matters, and any criticism of the concept of self-diagnosis mattering does not belong in the group, the Autistic Wolf Pack, and does not belong on my page. If you want to engage in a respectful dialogue about this and learn why I feel so strongly about this, and we can have a non-emotional debate, okay, cool, I'll do that. But that's the only terms in which I'm going to engage on this topic. I'm a little fired up right now. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah.